right, and welcome back to Tech Talk. We took a little break because everybody was busy and I was sick too, but today we are back with Tech Talk, where we talk about technology around the world and news and everything else going on. And today I am sitting here with my friend Red Palmer in his studio. Hello.
Yes. Great. Thanks for having me here, Jurgen. It's great to see you.
Having you in your own studio.
Tech Talk.
That's
yeah.
so funny.
Having me in my own studio. Well, we built the studio, and you're actually making this studio better and better and better. Thank God I've met you, and we became friends. And
Yes.
we also have a working relationship.
Yes.
And, folks, if you need somebody you can count on, Act Computers, and they will get it done within, this sounds like an ad, and it is an ad.
Yeah.
24 hours. Their pledges, they attempt to get it correctified. Within 24 hours, they do it. You're going to get better service. Call Act Computers in Vero Beach. Now, if somebody's listening or watching this somewhere else, do you do remote stuff?
We do remote stuff, and we actually have an online web store too. You can order all our products online.
Oh, really?
And we support all our customers, snowbirds that go back up for the summer. So we go all over the place. And our actual service area for even driving is from Stuart all the way up to Melbourne. So we actually support quite a big circle of customers.
Now, this is quite a collection of you doing these shows. And, we've been working out the bugs for the past year. Now we're really going to start to rock and roll in this new year.
Yes.
And these will all be keepers because you're going to put these on a podcast where
Mm-hmm.
people can view or listen to Tech Talk 10 years from now. We're dead and gone in 50 years. They still, some of the stuff is very valid.
Of course. I mean, everything we do is being, transposed over to YouTube, to LinkedIn, all these different things. So all my shows and everything else is saved and rebroadcasted on YouTube and everything else. You can watch
we should be putting it on Vero's Voice app because I know Mr. Walsh says he gets a lot of this. There's a place you can go to on the app, I believe. And
Exactly. So anyway, today we're going to talk about technology like we always do. And we always try to keep simple, not too in-depth about, how to fix a computer or how to do something. Just general knowledge. And the big topic we have two big topics, actually. One I haven't even talked about yet is first we're going to talk about Twitter to see what's going on there. And the second, we're going to talk about artificial intelligence, AI, because there's something new that came out in the last couple months that is quite amazing. And we've dived into it, and you'd be blown away of what this is capable of doing nowadays.
Cool.
So we talk about Twitter first. And Brett, you use Twitter, right?
Now, for some reason, I jumped into Facebook a few years ago as an old guy, and I got it. And I have, 5,000 viewers on this one, 2,000, 3,000 on this one. I mean, I got a lot of followers, and it's working.
Yeah.
Somehow I worked that out, and I'm pretty dang good at that. Twitter, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll put a hashtag, Donald Trump hashtag,
right?
But I don't know what I'm doing. So I maybe I've sent out 10 tweets of my life. That's all so far.
Yeah. I've been using Twitter too for a long time, but
it's
mainly
very popular, right?
Mainly just to hook up to those people and to talk about certain topics and get up on the news and stuff like that. I don't really tweet much myself. I don't put many messages out, but I mainly listen to people what's coming in, advice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, as we all know, Twitter is now owned by Elon Musk. So
for me, I say thank goodness. I like the guy.
I think so too.
I'm tickled.
I think he's a good guy.
He's got Asperger's. He's great. He's a genius.
Yeah, he's involved in a lot of things.
I think he's a good man.
Yeah, a lot of things. But, when it comes to Twitter itself, this is the kind of company that really, they made money in the past, but not really. It wasn't like a fully profitable business. But so they have advertisers and stuff like that. But it's a big company. But you always think about how are these making money? So it's obviously through advertising. Just like Facebook, just like everybody else, they need advertising dollars to.
But
keep
I've
them
never
sustained.
gotten an ad on Twitter.
Well, you
myself.
get stuff like that, and the companies themselves, they pay for it to be on there and give posts and stuff like that. But what's happening now we see is with Twitter, as we saw, I hope they get the stuff back in gear, because since it was taken over, it was kind of a loose cannon the last couple of months, because we don't know really what's happening over there.
Yeah.
So, out of my own knowledge, what I've seen in the news is that, a lot of the original engineers who were working on the Twitter code were let go.
Yeah.
And then they're replaced with people that are new and don't know exactly how to pick up on these things. And there was actually a question a couple of weeks ago saying, what would be the future of Twitter? And I said on there, what? for my own advice, I always think when you have something that you're taking over something big like this, something really complex that's been worked on for years, you'd be better off starting off with a fresh program, a fresh code. Shelf the old stuff, get rid of it, make a new source code, have your engineers from Tesla or from SpaceX, wherever they're coming from, make a new code, put it out on Twitter, make it a new platform that looks new, that has nothing left over from the old stuff, and start over fresh instead of trying to fix something that might be working, might not be working. Because quite honestly, I've been trying to put some tweets out, and I get a message saying, oops, it won't go out because there's something wrong with us. We don't know how to, something's not working right now, try again later. So it's frustrating. You're trying to get your message out and it doesn't work.
Do you think some people are irritated because Musk took over and they're subjugating his authority?
Could be. I mean, obviously, nobody was happy
What's the word for that?
About letting go from work. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people lost their jobs because of that, and
they might still have entree,
yeah. So
the secret codes.
yeah. So who knows? But when it comes to that, you saw the poll that was put out by Elon Musk by
I was
himself.
shocked at that.
Yeah,
That
was,
they would, 57% of the people would prefer that. I'm all for Elon Musk, but he says, yes, I will step down when I find, there was a caveat,
when I find.
someone better.
Yeah, because he's a responsible person. He wants to put somebody in charge who can run this thing
But that
successfully.
shows humility.
So yeah, so he knows, hey, maybe I am not the best person to run this place. I have some good ideas, but there needs to be smarter people around myself. And I always believe in that. If you surround yourself by smarter people than yourself, you're going to be successful.
That's what Reagan said.
Yeah. And hopefully it will go that way.
So how do we tweet?
How do we tweet? Well, we can, tweet really just means you're giving a message out. It's, the symbol is a bird. You're tweeting.
But
like
how
this.
do I know if somebody's responded? I go to my thing. Somehow I got on it. Somebody must have set it up. I tweet something and then I put the hashtag.
Yeah.
Let's say I want to reach Floridians.
Yeah.
I go hashtag Floridians, hashtag Miami, hashtag Tampa. Okay. Boom. Then I send it out.
Well, you can see how many people looked at it.
What do hashtags do?
Hashtags is basically this. It's basically like a keynote, like you adding like a subject marker to the conversation. So, let's say you're talking about flowers or something. You like to put flowers in your garden, and you put a hashtag out. Today I'm putting roses in my garden. Hashtag roses and flowers. That means most likely more people that are doing the same type of hobby of roses and flowers would be targeted and seeing this type of tweet. So that's how that system works. Basically, you're just giving it like a subject and a keynote saying, okay, this is something that's out there and people can look at it and respond to it. Now, I believe Twitter is going to be more successful again in the future. I really believe so.
Maybe it's a good time to get on there.
Yeah, I really do. But, a lot of these social media companies right now are struggling because there's so many options out there. We have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have LinkedIn, we got Facebook, we got TikTok. It's very controversial. But they all pretty much do the same. They all connect each other in either good or bad ways. We don't know if it's really, better for all of us or worse for all of us, but it's something, we see every day. Because you use Facebook quite a bit for your show. That's a very popular medium to put your word out on Facebook.
To do what?
Facebook.
Yes.
Right. Very important.
So how do I find out who's responded to me?
Well, you can see, response, you see a direct response. If they actually respond to you, you'll see a message from them. But you can also see how many people have read your tweet and how popular it is.
Okay. So
I'll show you later on.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're just going to talk in general about how Twitter works. Twitter is basically just a message board, a sounding system of getting your word out and then getting more popular and exchanging information with other people. That's all it really is. It's very similar to Facebook, but it's more streamlined with less stuff going on the screen. So you just have the basic message going around. Excuse me. I'm still a little sick, so I might be coughing in the microphone. I know that's not good, but yeah, hopefully, Twitter, they get it organized, they get somebody in charge who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're moving up again, because and it's very hard to understand how to moderate these things. Like how do you decide what people are supposed to say and what they're supposed to say, and not stepping on people's feet? How do you stay neutral as, because Twitter itself has to stay neutral, kinda, in
Well, it
what
was
what is
supposed to, but it wasn't. It showed that 97% of all the people working for Twitter made donations to the Biden campaign.
Yeah.
Even John Marr, whatever his name is, Marr, who's the guy that has the TV show?
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Yeah.
He said, this is not, even though he's a liberal, he said, this is not for a healthy society. He said, the fact that 97%, that's out of balance, and that's not good.
Right. Yeah, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Because even these economists that came in here when Bill Clinton was president, they said this country works best when we have the left and the right working together to balance each other.
We all have to work together.
Yes.
But, it's very hard to moderate something like this. I mean, if you think about it, if people post things, how does that work? They go a system of AI, artificial intelligence, to look at the messages and saying, oh, the computer looks at it and says, oh, this might not look right. And then it gets reviewed of saying, then it might actually go to a human person, a human review, and they say, oh, is this allowed to post or not? And if you're doing something that's not right, you might get banned. So that's how that system goes down the road. So when you post something, it goes through many different, avenues to get that stuff posted.
Yeah.
But I think Twitter will survive. I mean, yes, the focus right now is, getting that working. Tesla is absolutely losing money in stocks because, it's not the main focus right now. But I'm pretty sure that they'll all get back in gear.
Do you have
eventually.
a Tesla? I don't.
No, I don't have a Tesla.
But a lot of people I know do.
Yeah.
Like I got a billionaire friend on the beach. Of course, he bought 4 of them. But that's because he gave to his employees because he invested, so he wants it to succeed.
Right.
But I find a lot of people are buying. They're very affordable.
Yeah, they're good cars. They're getting there. I mean, and eventually, we're talking about other things now, but I think eventually there are more and more electric cars, and you can see every manufacturer is producing.
But I don't like all battery because if we have a falling out on the grid, no one will be able to charge their cars.
Oh yeah, you saw that. You saw that last year when it was so hot in California, where people had to choose between either.
And then they're making it the law that by the year 25 or something, you have to have.
So you get to choose. Do you run your AC or do you charge your car? What do you like, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting.
So I think now is your hybrid? Is your car hybrid? Mine's not.
No, mine is a twin turbo V8, so it's far removed from being a hybrid, that's for sure. So
yeah, I have the same car as yours. Mine's the smaller engine. You have the 8.
Yeah,
you're getting what, about 16 miles per gallon? If you're getting that,
about 20. If
I'm getting 20.
If I'm being nice,
according to my computer.
If I'm being nice.
Now, what's really weird about this new cars is they tell me, "Oh, your tires are low." They'll call you up on the phone.
Yeah.
Like recently, I needed brake pads. They called and said, the computer's telling us down at Mercedes-Benz that the brake pads are gone.
Nice.
How to get them fixed?
Oh wow. Well, see, that's all connected nowadays.
It's kind of scary, but I don't find it scary. I kind of like it personally. But
yes, I mean, if you're the kind of person that really doesn't, look at the car of the maintenance, and you need to remind it by somebody, that's a great system right there to keep your car running.
Now, if people want to learn more about getting on Tweet, though, do you give classes on that? Yes. Maybe in the new year you will?
Yes, we do.
I want to come over and take classes.
I mean, we have individual training going on where people come in, we take training on a one-to-one basis. But we'll announce soon that we'll have training in our showroom for, about 40, 50 people at the same time.
Well, I want to go.
And we'll do that. So I'll be announcing that
I think that sounds great.
But the next thing we're going to talk about, so we talked about Twitter, and we know what it is, and we know how we can tweet.
Yep.
And so next thing we're going to talk about is artificial intelligence. And so we're going to talk about that. As you're using, I see on your show, you talk about...
What's I see?
You're talking about Siri quite a bit.
Yes.
Right. Siri, or like open Siri.
Yeah.
And
hey, Siri, open.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Siri, what's the temperature in Albany, New York?
It's currently 48 degrees in Albany.
See? Cool. It's listening to you. So, we all have been exposed now for the last, I would say, 5, 6, 7 years to virtual assistants. So we have Siri on Apple, we have Google. When it comes to that voice, we have Microsoft has their own system going on. So there are a lot of different assistants out there that help us through natural speaking voices to do things during the task. And I think it's getting more and more common. Like when I walk into my house, I can say, hey Google, turn on my TV. And it turns on my TV.
I want to learn how to do
Okay.
that.
I say, hey Google, turn on my lights, turn my AC on to 75. It does
Really?
all that for me. Okay.
Really?
It's getting so automated now where you can actually do a natural conversation. It will listen
How does
to you.
it do that? Could I do that here at the studio?
You can do that here at the studio.
How?
Fully
I wonder
automation.
how to do that, I wonder.
Like even for my business, for example, I walk in the morning, all my air conditions are on the system. They're all automatic. I don't have to turn down the AC and up. My lights turn on automatically. My open sign turns on automatically. I don't have to worry about all these different steps in the morning. It's just boom, 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 all on automatically. That's
Wow.
because I don't want to.
And then the little guys come out of the closet.
That'd be fun. But
You put a chip in their head.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to be able to take employees, put a chip in their head, then they never make mistakes?
Oh no. That's
Artificial intelligence
too
goes
far.
haywire.
But we're going to talk about something right now that was just that I just been talking about. It's called. There's a new system out there. It's not new, but it's called ChatGPT-4. And what this is chat.
CHAT?
Yeah, chat.
Yep.
And GPT, like
GPT.
GPT-4.
4.
And if you type it in into Google and you sign up for it, it's basically a testing platform where we all can interact with a chatbot, with an artificial intelligence system, and where we can talk to it when it comes. But right now it's only text based. You type in, you ask it something, it will put something out for you.
I do that with Siri though.
Very much like Siri, very much.
But
what's the difference here is this is basically, a system that's designed by a lot of different companies all working together, research facilities, and they allow you now to work with the system to train it to make it better. So this artificial intelligence system is basically, faking a human brain. Basically, it's learning on its own. Okay, so it's not just repeating things that it knows from its database. It's actually trying to understand things. So it's not just saying something back to you that it's been stored somewhere. And so we've been using it for a couple of days now, and I've been talking to it here on my phone, and I have this right here, and it's amazing, Red. It is absolutely scary to the point where you can say, okay, you type in, please write a resume for me.
Come on. This is crazy.
I did this in my life and blah, blah, blah. And please make it 2 pages. And then it writes it for you.
Okay, I'm going to put this on my notes. I want you to give me this thing. I'm going to do this later.
Then you say, oh, can you please make it 3 pages? I don't like it. It's too short. It makes 3 pages out of it for you. Then you say, hey, can you please write a love song to my wife? And my wife's name is this. And we'll make a song for you.
Going to put me out of business.
Can you write a joke for me and this and that? And then you can go back in the context of the conversation from the previous conversation. It knows what you talked about previously.
Chat what?
Chat GPT.
GPT-4. 4.
And I have it right here.
Number 4.
So
not FUR, but the number.
So right now, I have it on my phone right here. I want you to try something out. So let's say here, this is the chat room right here. This is the computer system talking to us. So we're going to say, let's say something that you know about how to make. Let's say you wanted to make it, please write me a song about a certain subject. So
Red Palmer.
So what do you want to say? So just say.
Write a song about Red Palmer.
So no, but a subject.
Okay, subject.
Please.
Eating tuna fish.
Please write.
A song about eating tuna fish.
A song about eating tuna fish while I am sitting in my car. Okay?
Okay.
So this is a really complex thing. Think about it, right? You have to really think about it.
Are we going to be able to hear this now?
It's not hearing. It's only text.
I mean, but this has it got it. Will it sing it to us, or is it going to say it?
No, it's writing it out right now.
Okay. Now, give it to me. I'll read it over the air.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if it comes up right here. Okay, here it is. Sure.
Wait, go ahead. You read it.
So read this out here.
All right.
So you can read it.
Okay.
You can just drop. Sure.
I'm sitting in my car feeling hungry and alone. I reach into my bag, pull out a can of tuna on my own. I crack it open, take a bite. It tastes that I adore. Eating tuna fish while sitting in my car, I can't ask for more. Oh, tuna, the taste is so fine. Oh, tuna, it's all I need to dine. I'm eating tuna fish while sitting in my car. It's my favorite way to go. Oh, tuna, I love you so. I'm driving down the road, the sun is shining bright. I take another bite and it feels like pure delight. I love the way it tastes, it's savory, so fine. Eating tuna fish, sitting in my car, it's all I need to shine. Oh, tuna, the taste is so fine. It goes on and on and on. Bridge, I don't need a fancy restaurant. I don't need a 5-star meal. All I need is a can of tuna. It's all the love I feel. Eating tuna fish while sitting in my car. It's my favorite way to be. Oh, tuna, you mean the world to me. Look at it. And it's crazy.
This is crazy, isn't it? So now you
The
say,
only problem is I wrote songs like that, and now it's writing it. Now I become, no, I won't. It's going to invalidate all my songwriting.
so now, this is amazing how this works. So you can ask anything. Now you can say, hey, please write that for me in Vietnamese. It will translate that to Vietnamese immediately for you.
Wow.
In German, I tested it. It works fine. So let's say now, oh, hey, so say I am going in for knee surgery. Okay? What is the operation about? Okay? So now I'm asking a medical question. So now it's writing it to you.
There are many different types of knee surgery. Still typing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going on and on.
Yeah.
It's going to give me a whole book.
Yeah.
Let me go to the top. There are many. Oh, but it went away. Why?
Yeah. There we go.
Because I tried to scroll it the wrong way. I made it go away.
You went the wrong way, yeah. But you can type in anything. This morning
That's
I said
crazy.
This morning I said to it, because my father writes books. I said to the system, please write me a 3-page short story in the style of Sherlock Holmes in London, was having a double murder in a taxi. It wrote a story, and it was actually funny.
Yeah, but no, this makes humans unnecessary.
So, and even like for example, like even in industries like myself, you can tell it as a programmer. You say, hey, please write me the code for a program for a game that has 2 paddles and a ping pong. It will write the code for you, and it will run.
Come on.
Yes, I'm not kidding.
I got an idea for a game.
So
I want you to help me make it. I want to find a code for it.
So you can see the amazing.
Now, this just came out?
Well, this has been in the works for many
I
years.
know, but this just came out now?
This is a higher version of it that's people in public
How can they do that?
can try out.
But I'm a songwriter. That makes me useless.
If you think about it, in certain ways, it is replacing jobs again, because you can ask it medical questions, you can ask it questions about economy, whatever. I asked it many times.
Is it an app?
Well, it's through a website. It's basically you're talking directly to the research facility.
So how do I do this? Get this on my. I want to get this on my phone.
I will show you later on how to do that. But it's quite amazing. I mean,
Chat ChatGPT with number 4.
Right. But like I said, you can ask it many different things. If you actually go on YouTube, there was just an interview on a British television channel where they actually had a natural voice conversation with this program, and it was having a normal conversation with the interviewer. So yeah, future guys, it's coming. It sounds a little scary, but when we see stuff like Siri and Google nowadays, how already that is so intelligent and can help us out in the day, it's just going to get more and more natural and that we won't be able to really realize sometimes that we're talking to a computer. That's how it's going to come out to be within the next 10 years, I would say.
Let's get to tell you about Rhett Palmer, the talk host.
Well,
Let's
this
get
system, for example, tells you right away it only works off its own database. It's
Yeah.
not on the internet. So it doesn't have it doesn't have any connection to the internet as in research. You can talk to the internet, but its own database is only
But
fed.
eventually it will.
Eventually it will. Then you'll see what might
Oh, my
happen.
word.
You don't know if this is going to be. We're talking about
Wow.
Cyber-9 systems. Who knows what's going on there? But it's quite amazing what it can do. But you can ask anything you want. Let's try one more. We have I think 3 minutes. What do you want to ask it? Anything, completely.
How to copyright a song.
How to copyright a song? There you go. There's the answer.
You need to just
It is even yesterday I was talking to it at night and I just playing around with it, and I said, you know what? Your answers are a little long for me. I don't like that you answer me in a whole page, right? It said, well, I'm so sorry. I will keep that in mind for the future answers I give you. And then all of a sudden the answers were shorter. It knows.
Yeah, because this is going on there finally.
Yep.
Wow, it says it's $55 to copyright a song. It used to be $10 when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot,
Anyway, we are about the end of the show here.
Hey, this is great. Act Computers. Here it is. Act Computers.
But
Right
when
here
it
in
comes to
Vero
the
Beach,
system,
Florida.
we will put that on our Facebook page, the link for people who can try it out. If you sign up, it's free for everybody to use, and just to play
Amazing.
around, it is pretty amazing. It's something cool. And
What's
again,
coming up next week?
next week we're going to talk about more stuff like that, and I think we are actually going to have a guest on, and we're going to be talking about 3D printing technology again.
3D printing technology.
Because
Wow.
we have been more and more into it again
Wow.
lately, and I'll be bringing a 3D printer with me on the show and showing how that works, because that's the next step right there also for the manufacturer.
Crazy.
So instead of ordering something off the shelf, you can call a company, it will print it for you and ship it to you without wasting materials and not selling sometimes.
Make sure you give out your phone. We got 58 seconds left. What's your phone number?
Oh yeah, it's 772-567-7888.
Again, slowly.
772-567-7888.
And the website?
It's actcomp.us. And if you look for us on Facebook, it's just ACT Vero. We post things every day. We're actually located in the Kmart Plaza in Vero Beach, which is now going to be TC Tractor Supply very soon. And we'd love to have you to come by and stop and talk to us. And thank you very much for the show, and we'll talk next time.
Thanks,
so much.
Jürgen.
Thank you.